The Cowboys still are first in the East at 2-1, while every other team in the division is 1-2. Eric Allen is still here with us, which we appreciate. Eric, your turn to weigh in first. I'm very eager to hear this. Who is going to win the NFC East? I know you're an Eagle.
Yeah, listen, Eagles got a big win. That was a huge win. But there's still a tremendous amount of questions for this football team.
A few moments later.
My bank and my money is on the Dallas Cowboys.
Thank you.
I have the Dallas Cowboys eventually winning the NFC East.
Talk more. I want to hear some more.
No, yeah, you like that?
Yeah, I
know you would like that.
You like that?
I've conceded a couple of weeks ago that the Dallas Cowboys are going to win the NFC East.
Hey, look at that.
I said to you.
You like that?
I mean, Kirk Cousins, please.
Yeah.
Please. Don't get me started with him. He's allergic to bright lights, okay? Don't want any part of it. The brighter the lights. I mean, you want to have a shot at winning if you're the Washington Redskins, stay off of national television.
Ooh.
Because that way Kirk Cousins he'll be more than happy to show up. You put him under the bright lights, he will shrink like the wicked witch having water poured on him.
Wow.
That's Kirk Cousins. I'm just dumb.
Maybe he's just trying to do too much.
Thank you for that visual.
It's just the truth. It's just the truth, okay?
Well, we don't want to see it just like go away. You know, like
well, I'm just saying.
She was done.
She was
like,
I didn't mean it that way. I didn't mean it that way. What I mean is that he's done. Okay?
You like that?
Herm here, back, hanging out with us. Take a look at what the Cowboys did. What do you rank them now in the NFC East?
They're still the favorite.
Okay.
You like that?
So here is NFL.com's midseason predictions for the NFC East. Let's see who people said we're going to win. Let's go down to NFC East. There's Giants, Eagles, Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, Giants, Cowboys, Giants, and Cowboys. Not one Redskins.
I know this is like trying to pick the winner of a golf tournament. Who wins this division?
I think it's the Giants. I mean, listen, I did that exercise there where you go and you look at the upcoming opponents.
Yeah, who they have
and
left.
then so you go, oh, man, all right, well, all those games are winnable. And you're like, well, these guys haven't won 3 in a row all year long. Like, why are they going to win out their next 4? I look at the Giants' schedule. The team I certainly think that, they'll lose to would be the Carolina Panthers. I think they had a very good shot to win the 3 other games remaining on their schedule. And quite frankly, I trust the head coach quarterback combination more than I do with any of the other teams.
Take a look at the remaining 4 games for each team in the dumpster fire of a division called the NFC East. We'll start with the Redskins. They took a tough one on the chin on Monday Night Football. Let's run down their Final Four today.
Yes, they did, and they're going to take another tough one on the chin at Chicago. Give them an L right there.
That's an L.
This team doesn't win on the road. You see 3 road games in the Final 4 games. Buffalo at home, I think we'll stick to the theme a little bit. They take the Buffalo Bills at home.
All right,
give
that's
them
a
that
W.
right there.
That's
give
a
them a
W.
dub on that.
There we go.
And again, at Philadelphia, they're going to take an L on the schedule right there. So that's an L there. And final game at the Dallas Cowboys, give them another L.
Ouch.
Finish their season at 6-10.
All right.
For the Washington Redskins.
You like that?
NFL season opens on Thursday, but why wait for the football to start? We're going to tell you what's going to happen, who's going to win what division, who's going to make the playoffs, and who's going to win the Super Bowl. Pete Prisco is here, our senior NFL columnist for CBS Sports, and I am Ryan Bass. It's like pressing simulation on Madden. We're just going to simulate the whole season. It's all right here. It is all right here. Let's move over to the NFC, which should be a very competitive division this year, but it's going to be a long year in Washington, Pete.
Yeah, and I think the Cowboys are the class of the division. I know everybody's on the Eagles, but my surprise is the Giants. There's got to be one surprise in every year in every conference, and I picked the Giants as a surprise team, and you got to find them somewhere. I just think Eli Manning's second year in Ben McAdoo's offense with Odell Beckham and that gang, I think they'll put up a lot of points.
No one's talking about Eli. It certainly sets up as a surprise year for the Giants, but the Cowboys are going to win the NFC East. And
if somehow Arizona wins tonight, I think Washington's almost a lock to get in. They clinch it next week, I think, if they beat
at Philadelphia.
That's on Saturday, yeah. So Washington's looking good. I'm going to sit here and say something I don't say that often because it doesn't usually apply, but I was wrong about Kirk Cousins.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thanks a man to apologize.
Yeah, I'm not apologizing. I don't apologize for anything I ever say. I promise you that. But I was wrong about Kirk Cousins. He stepped in and done the job significantly better than I thought he would. I mean, he's been accurate accurate at times. His decision making's been good, and you got to give him props. The Washington Redskins are a playoff team, and I thought they would win. You know how many games I had the Redskins winning this year? Two. And they're going to be a playoff team.
You like that? Play action fake Cousins over the middle, man is open. Jordan Reed, touchdown! Touchdown! Jordan Reed, he is incredible. It's a pitch to Marco Murray, fumbles the football. It's loose. It's picked up by D'Angelo Hall. He's going to score a touchdown! How about that? And the Redskins are NFC East champions. You like that? Yeah, you like that?
In the words of Kirk Cousins, you like that? I can't say it like him, but I know Washington fans do. And with a win over the Eagles Saturday night, the Redskins clinched the division. Listen to this. Heading into the season, ESPN's Football Power Index gave them the lowest chance to win the division at 2.8%, so 3%. But thanks to the arm and accuracy of Kirk Cousins, the Redskins have punched their ticket to the playoffs for the first time since 2012. So
Hey yo, what's up everybody? It's B Militant. Welcome back to the Redskins review. I hope you guys really enjoyed that intro that I made. I'm sure I'm going to watch it over and over and over. Everyone doubted us this season. Even before the season started, everyone doubted the Redskins. And now look, we're the most stable team in the NFC East, I would say for sure. And even going into next season, I think the Redskins, no matter what happens in the playoffs this year or whatever, I think going into next season, I think the Redskins are also still the most stable team in the NFC East because all the other teams' coaches look like they're going to be fired. Chip Kelly was just fired. Tom Coughlin hasn't been doing shit in New York for a while, and everyone kind of wants a change there. And Jason Garrett hasn't been doing much over on the Cowboys, so it looks like a lot of people are going to be getting fired. And we just got 2 coaches fired this year. We got Rob Ryan fired on the Saints, and we also got Chip Kelly fired just now. So yeah, as you guys see, I'm still wearing my. I had to pull this out, the Chris Cooley jersey, because as I said in my last video, this is a new era for our team, and there's no looking back. And until I can get a new updated jersey, I'm just gonna wear the Chris Cooley for now. I'm going to try to keep this video somewhat short because I know my last videos have been pretty long and there's a lot to talk about. Sorry I haven't gotten around to making this video, but there's a lot of stuff that I was trying to look for to make this video better, like the intro that I made. Getting those clips was kind of hard to find because a lot of them weren't still available because they're so old. So I guess let's talk about the Eagles game first. Kirk Cousins. In my last video, my prediction was wrong. Obviously, I still had the Redskins winning, but my score and how we won was not correct. But the final outcome was Redskins won. But I predicted us to have a big day running the ball, which we did not. Which is still one of our. It's got to be what we are looking at going forward. We cannot sit here and Let's see what Alfred Morris did. Alfred Morris had 17 carries for 49 yards. I'm sorry, but I don't know who we're going to face in the playoffs yet, but that's not going to cut it, man. It's just not going to. Kirk Cousins can't do everything. Jordan Reed can't do everything. Our offense, we need a run game, and I'll get to that in a minute. But so Kirk Cousins went 31 for 46, 365 yards, 4 touchdowns. Oh yeah, and something everyone's gonna talk about, the knee that Kirk Cousins took, which I mean, I don't think anyone can explain, and no one can explain that. But I think the best way that I can explain what happened on that play before halftime was that Kirk Cousins knew that we were gonna run the score up on the Eagles, and he just wanted to sit there and not run the score up on them. He wanted to take the game-winning knee in the first half. That's what happened, because Kirk Cousins is a really nice guy like that. But yeah, Jordan Reed, 9 receptions, 129 yards, 2 touchdowns. He killed it. I also had him on my fantasy team, which I won my fantasy league this year. It has nothing to do with this video, but yeah, there we go. Jordan Reed was I actually had Kirk Cousins on my bench too. I didn't play him. I should have played him, but I had what I thought was a better matchup. So I mean, none of the other stats. D'Angelo Hall just being himself got that. I saw a stat. D'Angelo Hall is the only player in the NFL to have 5 recovered fumble touchdowns and 5. Yeah, what was it? 5 recovered. Yeah, 5 recovered fumble touchdowns and 5 interception touchdowns. He's the only player in the NFL history or whatever, I think, that achieved that feat. Now with that last fumble touchdown. But it was a good game. Like I said, it went much different than I thought. It was kind of more of a shootout. I thought we were going to run the ball a lot more. And going forward here, that's what we're going to need to figure out. And I love Alfred Morris, you guys. I really love Alfred Morris. He's obviously done a lot for us in the past. But I think either A, there is a rib injury that we do not know about. We don't know how much it's hindering him. Or B, our offensive line is just, in our scheme, is just not going to cut it for Alfred Morris. He's a great guy. I mean, he's probably one of the most nicest, genuine people you'd probably ever see or talk to or whatever. I mean, he's worked in the past, but it's just something about our scheme, or, he's just not cutting it anymore, man. And I don't know who else to go to. Matt Jones, I mean, he's had his rookie mistakes, his fumbles, but Matt Jones has had a better year, in my opinion, than Alfred Morris. And then also, our GM knows what he's doing, man. If you haven't caught on yet, Scott McClellan knows what he's fucking doing. And he didn't bring Pierre Thomas in here for no fucking reason. He didn't bring him in just because Chris Thompson was out with a little bit of an injury. He knew we needed an overhaul at the running back position. It's been our weakness for a while now. I like all of our running backs. All of our running backs have been good, but I would honestly like to see Chris Thompson get a chance. I would like to see Chris Thompson get more of a chance than just third down back. I think he can do more with it than people think. People just see him as a, pass catcher, shifty, speedy guy out of the backfield, but I want to see him actually run the ball, maybe on first or second down whenever we have a chance. But, I mean, if we're going to be serious about this playoff game, whoever we're going to face, do you think if we play the Minnesota Vikings, do you think Adrian Peterson and McKinnon, do you think we're going to hold them to under 100 yards rushing? I don't think so. We're going to need someone who's going to step up and get the ball for first downs. We're going to need that. And so far from our last game, I like Pierre Thomas. Pierre Thomas, he had, 4... How many? I should know this off the top of my head, but I'm sorry. He had 4 carries for 22 yards, averaging 5.5 yards carry. Pierre Thomas, going into this Dallas game this weekend, I predict we're going to see Alfred Morris out there starting to see what Alfred Morris can do. If Alfred Morris does not look suitable, we're not going to see Alfred Morris start as our starting running back in the playoffs. I'm sorry, but we're just not going to, man. It sucks. I'm one of the biggest Alfred Morris fans out there. He's a great guy, but whatever it is, whether it's blocking, whether it's our scheme, whether it's Alfred Morris, I don't know, but it ain't fucking working, man. And if we want to go far in these playoffs right now, we're going to have to figure out a running game. We're not going to be able to throw the ball and only throw the ball versus other playoff team contenders, man. We're just not going to be able to do it. So I think this game versus the Cowboys, we're going to basically be running the ball a lot, and I think we're going to be testing who is going to get that starting role. Hopefully Matt Jones is back from his little injury for the Cowboys game. I saw that Kirk Cousins is going to be the starter for the game, which, I mean, I'm fine with that. I just don't want Kirk Cousins, I don't want him to, I don't want all of our starters in general to play the entire game. I say maybe they could play to halftime. I think what Gruden is going to do is basically what he was doing with RG3 during the Lions game in preseason. He's going to throw first string guys out there, or first string offense out there, until they get at least one good scoring drive. Whatever. Just if they have a good drive look like they can move the ball. They look like they're efficient and they're working together. I think right after that, he's going to yank them. He's going to take them out. As soon as they score some points, have a good-looking drive, that's it. They're done. They did what they came to do. They look all right. So then we're going to take them out. Whether that goes all the way to halftime, whatever happens. I mean, I'm not going to underestimate Dallas. I mean, I'm sure Dallas is probably going to be doing some things too, switching some shit up on their team, try to see who wants to play. But yeah, going into the playoffs and going into this game Sunday, all eyes are going to be on the running back. We need someone to step up, and it might be Pierre Thomas, man. I want to see something different because I'm sorry, we gave Alfred Morris and we gave Matt Jones all year long. Matt Jones has done more with it, but still, even Matt Jones hasn't been cutting it, man. We need someone to step up and do something different. And it might be the scheme, I don't know. But, I don't know, let's go on to the playoffs, okay? So we're either going to play the Green Bay Packers, the Vikings, or the Seahawks. Now, I honestly believe we can beat any of those teams. But at first glance, a week or two ago, if I had to choose, I would say let's play the Vikings because we shut down Tyrod Taylor, who is very similar to Teddy Bridgewater. If we shut down Teddy Bridgewater and make him not be able to scramble, not be able to do much out of the pocket, I think it'll be an easy day for us. But then we just have to hone in on the run game, stop Adrian Peterson, which, I mean, it's not easy to do, but if we know we can stop Teddy Bridgewater, we can stop the run game. We can hone in on it and stop it. And I think we'll be all right versus the Vikings. But, man, the Vikings just blew out the Giants last week, and they were running the ball all over them. Now, also, the Giants had nothing to play for, so that probably had something to do with it. But the Vikings, they just look like they're on a roll right now. And like I said, as of right now, I think I might want to, let's play the goddamn Green Bay Packers, dude. Because if you just saw the last game versus the Cardinals, their offensive line is dog shit right now. Their offensive line got murdered. Aaron Rodgers got murdered, and Aaron Rodgers doesn't have any receivers getting open. He only has one really good wide receiver. All the rest of them are not as good. And, we have a good pass rush. We have a good defensive line, man. We really do. And our secondary is pretty decent. As of right now, I'm saying let's stop Eddie Lacy from running the ball, and then let's pass rush Aaron Rodgers. And I think their defense ain't shit. I think that's the win for us. I also think we could beat Seattle if we have a run game. We could beat any of these teams if we have a run game to complement the passing. And if we have a run game, if we have a decent run game to set up the play action for Kirk Cousins, and also just have Kirk Cousins, have to throw the ball on, third downs or whatever, I think we'll be all right. If we have the run game, though, it's going to be key. It's going to be key. But I think we could beat Seattle. I think Seattle would be harder to beat than the Vikings. Russell Wilson will be harder to stop than Teddy Bridgewater because Russell Wilson is so much better. He can throw the ball from the pocket. He can do everything, man, and he can scramble. Teddy Bridgewater is not as good as Russell Wilson. If that's new to you guys, then I mean, where have you been? You gotta wake up. But I think we can beat Seattle. 2012, we were walking all over Seattle, 14-0. They couldn't stop us here at home. And then RG3 got hurt, and then he played way too long. He tried to stay in the game for way too long. And I think we have their number. I think we can beat the Seattle Seahawks. I don't know. What do you guys think, man? There's so much more to talk about, guys. I'm sure I'm forgetting a million different things. But this video is already with the intro that I made, and then there's going to be an outro, which what the outro is going to be is another really hilarious, basically like I told you so. Everyone voted against the Redskins. Everyone had the Redskins finishing either last in our division or last 32nd overall in the entire NFL. It's going to be a little bite, like I think it's like 8 to 9 minutes of a really good section of the 106.7 The Fan DC radio podcast. It's hilarious. It's kind of just like the intro I made. It's just pointing fingers at all the naysayers, all the fucking blamers, even the Redskins fans who sit here and doubt our team, you know. Okay, so also now that I say that, I have to say thank you to like the guys like Justin. A lot of you guys are really positive, and I don't want to say you guys like have my back or whatever, but you guys have the team's back, which is what matters, you know. But there's so many people, there's so many other people on here, like Greatest and Black, who are obviously the same fucking person. And then there's like a few other people who are just sitting here like talking shit about the Redskins, and they claim the Redskins fans, dude. No, man, you're the worst type of fan. You don't sit here and you don't talk shit about your own team, and then now when we're in the playoffs, you don't get to celebrate, dude. It's the people like me, it's the people like Justin, it's the people, all the guys. There's a lot of you. I'm forgetting your names if I feel bad for that, but you guys have been positive for most of the year, and we deserve this as fans. The team deserves it. Obviously, they overcome so much this year, and a lot of people yet again are doubting us. A lot of people have us one and done in the playoffs. I don't fucking think so, dude. I don't think so, man. I think our team is getting hot right now at the right time, and I think we're gonna at least win one playoff game. I'm actually gonna guarantee you that. Whoever it is that we play, I'm gonna guarantee you, pretty much, that we're gonna beat either of those three teams. We can beat, because like I said, it only comes down to one thing: the run game. If we figure out our run game, we're going to beat the Seattle Seahawks, Minnesota Vikings, or Green Bay Packers. If we have a run game to complement our offense, our defense is good enough to stop those teams, enough for us to be hanging in the game. If we have a run game to complement the play action pass and our passing game, we're firing on all cylinders. No one's going to stop us. So here comes the clip. Thank you guys for watching. This is a long video, but I'll be making another video for the Cowboys game and all that. If you're new here, please do subscribe if you are a Redskins fan or just a fan of the NFL and football in general. Thank you for watching. Hail to Redskins. Let's go get a playoff win, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Hey everybody, see that Redskins game yesterday? It's a real blowout. Happy Redskins Day from us to you. Happy Redskins Day from us to you. Happy Redskins Day, Happy Redskins Day, Happy Redskins Day from us to you.
I'll never not love that. That's a Brian Peck special. It's just so terrible, it's amazing. I think I like everything about it. I never know if I'm going to learn how to send a bill to Congress or hear about the Redskins, because it's very Schoolhouse Rock. Grant and Danny, 106.7 The Fan, Grant Paulson solo. If you missed Kirk Cousins, he was sensational. We'll re-rack that for you at 1 o'clock. So make sure you're in your car, make sure you're near your radio. At 1 o'clock, you can hear that interview. He was tremendous today on 106.7 The Fan. But here's what I want to do. Tommy, I need you to get two songs at your fingertips. I need Hail to the Redskins. This is the one. Yeah, it's a little ballad. But of course, I also need We Are the Champions. Now, this is a song performed by Queen, the great Freddie Mercury, one of the best singing voices in history. And what I want We Are the Champions for is because, I don't know if you guys have heard, the Redskins are division champions. Here's the exercise that I've prepared here, like a teacher with a lesson plan. I went back last night and I pulled a bunch of excerpts of some of the preseason previews written about the Washington Redskins. This is going to be a blast. Tweet your friends. Tell them to turn on 106.7 The Fan if they want to be merry and jolly and laugh with us. Here's what I want to do. I'm just going to read you what people were saying about the Redskins before the year started, and then Tommy's going to choose, based on the tone of what I've read, whether he wants to play Hail to the Redskins or We Are the Champions. Both will apply. So we'll start this way. This is via the 538 blog. I love this site, by the way. This is a great site. They crunch a bunch of numbers analytically. Here was their take on the Redskins. Washington is, as always, a disaster. It had the worst passing defense in the league last year by multiple metrics. Former starting quarterback Robert Griffin is, when healthy, one of the worst in the league. Coach Jay Gruden will sit him in Week 1 in favor of backup Kirk Cousins, who also is one of the worst in the league. The ongoing preseason RG3 drama suggests that Washington's days of dysfunction are far from over. That was the 538 blog. Alright, that'll do for now. Here's NFL's Around the League blog. What we'll be saying in February about the Redskins. McLuhan was going to get to overhaul the organization yet again from the top down. Our predicted finish, 4th place in the division, number 16 in a 16-team conference, number 32 overall in a 32-team league in their power poll. Sing with me, friends. Soak it up like a sponge. I've got another one, Tommy. I've got another one. Here's Walter Football. 2015 Washington Redskins analysis. The Redskins wouldn't be half bad if they had a decent quarterback who cared about improving his game. Robert Griffin, however, has been more concerned about posting on Twitter and getting the upper hand over his coaches. This is a situation that should have been remedied this offseason, but Dan Snyder, as usual, screwed things up. Considering that situation, as well as injuries to the offense and an incompetence in the secondary, there is a chance the Redskins will completely bottom out, and they will own the worst record in the NFL this season. Our prediction, 3-13. Thank you, Walter Football. See, this is fun, right? You guys get what we're doing here. Let's see what I got here. Oh, ESPN.com. You guys know them, right? You guys know ESPN.com. Let's find ESPN.com. Surely they said something nice. Oh, they moved the Redskins from 27th in their power rankings down to 32nd in their power rankings after Kirk Cousins was named the starter. So why did they do that? Let's read. Kirk Cousins is starting at least Week 1 for the Redskins. We don't know how many weeks after that. Cousins has averaged 1 turnover for every 29 snaps in his career, the worst rate of any player in that time. 32nd of 32 teams. Thank you for ESPN.com's participation. Tell him, Freddie. Take him to church, Freddie. Even if we're down 24-0. Not the Giants, not the Cowboys, not the Eagles. Here's another one. I got another one here. This one will be good. This is Pro Football Talk. You know those snarky folks over at Pro Football Talk that we all like so much. The glass half full outlook, securing the first overall pick, will eliminate all temptation to trade up for the next potential franchise quarterback. Oh, so you've got them picking first overall, do you? At least the word first is in that Pro Football Talk. I hear you, Freddie. Oh, here's Nessie. Shouldn't you be interviewing like Derek Lowe on tape from 9 years ago? Why are you even talking about the Redskins? Doesn't Jason Veritek have a post-game show to do? Nesson ranks them 32nd overall and says, this is literally all the analysis they provided. This is ridiculous. So they break down why they rank teams where they did. They have the Redskins 32nd. What they said was, they're just a joke of a franchise. Welcome to the party, Nesson. Here's Yahoo. Yahoo ranks the Redskins 31st. What a mess as usual in Washington. Why keep Griffin on the roster? He has a $16 million option for 2016 guaranteed only for injury. Now, some of these things make sense. What's the upside of keeping him? I know the downside. Thank you for the 31st overall ranking, Yahoo. Speaking of 31st overall rankings, I found Sports Illustrated. In the category of first head coach to be fired this season, Bovada lists Jay Gruden behind only Cleveland's Mike Pettin. BetOnline Sportsbook has Gruden as an overwhelming favorite. Ken Wisenhunt is closest. Barring a surprise turnaround, Washington is heading down a familiar path. Yeah, that's the path of 2012 and 1999. Oh, so familiar. Oh, this is one of my favorites, Tommy. Let's kill the music for a second. This one's big. NFL.com, right? The mothership, the network, right? NFL.com. This organization is in disarray. Faith in Jay Gruden doesn't seem to be particularly strong. And the reality is that the coaching staff prepared all offseason with Griffin, not Cousins, as the starting quarterback. Not that Washington can't recover, but Pierre Garçon, Alfred Morris, and Jordan Reed need to come up big for whoever is under center. That man could very well be Colt McCoy before we know it. Oh, it's never felt so good. Even when I was an Eden Estates Eel, as a swimmer in King George County, we won back-to-back titles. We beat our district foe, the Dahlgren Sharks. And I climbed up a fence, sat on top of a fence to scream this out. It didn't feel this sweet in my Speedo as a child. That was a terrible image for all of you in your cars. I apologize. All right, here we go. Grand finale time. We're running out of time, so I just want to I'm going to skip ahead to, this is what Redskins fans said. You know, Redskins fans, they're supportive. They're going to be pro the team. I have been a huge Redskins fan since day one and have always supported them through thick and thin. But the Redskins have continued to lose even with the change at quarterback. As most people can see, Robert Griffin isn't the problem. He's an outstanding quarterback who can unleash his inner beast mode with proper protection and coaching. Jay Gruden is totally unqualified to be a head coach. The plays he utilizes and creates do not work. Gruden also shouldn't be spending so much time criticizing RG3. Instead, he should be doing his job. No matter how bad Colt McCoy plays, Gruden will not turn to RG3 because he did not pick him. Whereas he chose Colt McCoy to be a player on the team. RG3 is the same quarterback and can lead this team to victories with proper protection and coaching. Please, if you still believe in RG3 and don't want to see him part ways with the Redskins, sign this petition to get the coach of this team fired. These are Redskins fans. Sign this petition to help him regain his position. My hope is that Dan Snyder will listen to the fans and keep RG3. RG3 is completely capable of leading the team to the playoffs and Super Bowls. This is not an anti-Robert Griffin remark. This is me reading a petition started by a Redskins fan, which thousands of Redskins fans signed. I play this very loudly for all of you today. You shouldn't get to enjoy this as much as the rest of us if you sign that stupid petition. You shouldn't. Matter of fact, I'd like to change the team name to the Washington Petitions so that we never forget what you all did. You be fans, let the football people be football people. You're all for football people making decisions until their decisions don't mesh with your own. Scott McCloughan's a genius until he doesn't like your quarterback. Jay Gruden's a head coach until he does something different. Now he's incompetent. Let the football people be football people. When they do well, you scream really loud. That's your job. Wear the uniform, scream really loud, support the team, and get mad at other people's fans. That's your job. Those are some of the things that were written about the Redskins before the season. Next, I want to take your calls. 800-636-1067. Let me hear some Freddie Mercury on the way out, please, Tommy. Turning point of the season was what? Turning point of the season was what? A text from D'Angelo Hall, probably coming on with us in the next hour. Hedrick Golston's going to stop by. It's just a celebration of excellence. That's all this is today. Grant and Danny, 106.7 The Fan.